on, everybody? Welcome to Party on Broad. Today is number 3 of our Eagles 7-round mock. Joining us, as always, Ryan Reese at Philly Sports PSA. What's up, Ryan?
Not much. I'm ready for revenge. I thought I unfairly lost the last one. And most of the hate was because I drafted Jackson Dart in like the 6th round, which would have never happened, but still, value-wise, amazing. But yeah, I got hate on for that. So
there's our results. Right now, again, this is 3.0. What we do is we do Eagles mocks, and then we throw them to the socials, and you vote for who has the best mock. This is by far the biggest advantage I've had over Ryan in a long time. True. So right now we're 1-on-1. Again, make sure you check out our community page on YouTube and cast your vote for who has the best Eagles mock. We're going to do trades this time, though. Last time there were no trades. We went straight chalk.
Yep.
And we've already got some comments. Just imagine Abdul Carter and Jalen Carter on the same team. They would have to trade up in the top 5 for sure for that to happen. When does training camp start?
Not soon enough.
It's crazy, man. That was like my thinking too. Was like we're a couple of months away from the draft, roughly, a little more, and then you get mini camp. Love it when you get to the Super Bowl and things just like there's going to be a quick turnaround.
Listen, Marshawn. It's all right every once in a while to give Deibs a victory. I'm pretty sure I won like 17 in a row at one point. Yeah, listen, you're right. It was a proper whooping.
Now, to be fair, Ryan has beaten me in like 95% of these things. I just want to make it clear that was a rare.
Right. Like I said, you needed a nice win and you got one. So, and this year is a fresh start. So. Oh, that's more hurtful than anything you could ever say.
Let's get this thing started. We're doing 7 rounds. We're going to throw it down the middle via PFF's mock draft simulator. We'll see how this thing goes.
Yeah.
Do you want me to just start us off?
Yeah, you start.
There we go. All right. So we are in the first round, pick number 32. My gosh, I think I got really lucky there.
Maybe we should start. I was going to say I didn't really think about this. You just immediately went to the 32nd pick and had no chance to stop and try and trade up if you wanted to.
Well, you can do what you want to do, man. All right. Cam Ward went number 1. Travis Hunter number 2. Shedeur number 3. Abdul Carter number 4. That's pretty much as expected.
Yeah.
Mason, I love Malachi Starks going high. Happy to see positional value get thrown out the window. I love Malachi Starks. Wow.
Yeah, it's funny. The last 2 mocks I saw from whatever professional had your number 9 and number 10 going to the Eagles. James Pierce and Abuka going to the Eagles. I love it. I love how they just went 9 and 10 in this.
That's amazing. Jahdae Barron, number 24. Really love him. Walter Nolan going 25. This is death row right here for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, right.
Mid-20s. Walter Nolan to the Texans. Shamar Stewart to the Rams. Gray Zabel to the Ravens. And Nick Scorton to the Lions. That's rough. All 4 guys I'm really high on. Even though Zabel's an offensive lineman, guys that can play 5 positions at 6'6", and his athleticism, I think Howie would love. Is Shedeur really I'm not high on Shedeur. Spoiler warning, Shedeur is not even a first-round talent in my big board. He will not be in my top 32 picks.
No.
All right. So I'm on the board here, and I'm going to go chalk. I think I got pretty lucky here. Another Georgia edge rusher fell to Howie Roseman's lap. Michael Williams, elite athlete. He's very raw. He was hurt a little bit last year, but when he did get on the field, he was dominant. There's not much to say. 6'5", elite athlete. Howie loves himself. Some RES scores, and Michael Williams should test off the charts. Going Michael Williams, I feel like I got pretty fortunate there.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, if that happens, you could honestly have an entire defensive line made up of Georgians.
I love it.
With,
Keep it
with
rolling. It's working pretty well.
it's worked pretty well. Yeah, you're not wrong. All right,
Is
let me
Travis Hunter that good? Yes, he is. I think in terms of like athleticism and all that kind of stuff, he's elite as it gets. I think he's a better corner than he is a wide receiver.
agreed.
I do think he is a special player for sure.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna do the same thing as you, and
Okay.
I'm going to try and just stop it as quickly as I can.
Do I sense it straight up?
There we go. Where did I pause it? 14. Perfect.
Okay.
It's exactly where I wanted to stop. Let's see.
What are you up to?
Whoa! Tyler Warren, pick 7.
I love it.
Wow.
Blue
card is 6. Woo.
Hmm.
I would have taken a trade up for Tyler Warren. Because I've seen him going a lot to 14, but how is there a way that now that I've stopped it to see who's like available? I don't think there is.
I don't think there is either.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna resume it and just let it go. All right, okay. Ooh. Okay, there's a couple of a nice guy. Jalen Walker. I feel as much as you know me, I'm really dead set on improving our tight end. And you got Colston Loveland sitting right there. It's hard to move on from that. Yep. But I think I gotta go Jalen Walker, honestly. It's honestly it's either between Walker or Campbell. And I feel like
Are you going a replacement for Zach Bond down the road?
No, I'm going I'm worried about Nakobe Dean. That's my thought process.
Okay. He's an elite talent, there's no doubt.
I'm just looking at everybody that's here, and I feel like out of everybody that I'm looking at, is probably the best player. Either that or again, somebody like Jahad Campbell. I mean, obviously there's a bunch of these guys. Shit. All right, screw it. I'm just gonna do it because it's my draft and I don't really care.
We have a comment: is Michael capable of dropping back into coverage? I don't think he did a lot of it at Georgia. He's very raw, technique, all that kind of stuff. He has a long way to go. I think this is like one of those picks like Nolan Smith where the athleticism is just so tantalizing. You get him on this defense and give him a year to figure out. So you went Jalen Walker? Is that what you did?
Yeah, I went. Damn it! I was hoping that Watts would fall to me. But yeah, I went. Yeah, with Jalen Walker, I just couldn't pass up. And again, I just am a little worried about Nakobe Dean. I don't, again, I think
Jalen Walker would play that Zach Bond role really well.
He certainly could. And again, there is no guarantee that we're bringing him back either. Obviously, we can say till the cows come home, oh, obviously they're going to sign Zach Bond and, whatever. But things happen, You and I have certainly seen it.
For sure.
Well, I'll go with my next pick. I'm going to try and grab
trading up.
Yeah. Let's see if I can't get did I? Oh, crap.
You hit resume draft.
I accidentally hit resume draft. God darn it. Let's go. All right. Yeah, there were a couple of people I was hoping were gonna fall back to me, but dag nabbit. Well, that sucks. That really, really sucks.
Feeling very good about this right now. Feeling very good. I think I'm smelling back-to-back wins.
Oh wow! All right, after one pick.
Already. Just the way your draft is not playing out as you wanted it to.
Yeah, well, yeah, there is certainly that. Yeah, man, I think I just got hosed a little bit, but what are my picks again? 96. Okay. Screw it. I'm gonna go Trey Harris.
Okay.
You know me. I love
He's
me
Spot
some,
Junior.
I love me some Trey Harris. You can switch over now. It ain't easy rooting for you. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, listen, we need to upgrade the 3 position, and obviously you have, somebody that we traded up to, or traded to get, that really hasn't panned out. Let's be honest. He made that nice catch, almost had a touchdown in the Super Bowl, but he's good for like 1 or 2 catches a game. I want better. So,
all right, I am on the clock here. This is another run to the podium selection. I'm going to go Darius Alexander and just continue to add size and length to this defensive line. I think Michael Williams and Darius Alexander. Alexander's like 6'4", Michael Williams 6'5". Darius Alexander is a bit of a high riser, a guy that's really stood out during the Senior Bowl, and that's where I'm going to go. I think the core of the Eagles should keep working on the trenches, and that's where I'm going to go.
Nice.
We have Trey Harris is going to line up at edge.
Man, get out of here. Yeah, it would be nice to have a third receiver that could do that. And then you push Dotson to 4, and boom, you have the best receiving core in the league, easily, like without a question.
I'm at number 96. I'll just make the selection. I'm going to go Elijah Arroyo. I didn't expect to go chalk here, but I think he's a bit of a boomer bust pick. He's a major upside kind of guy. Definitely has tight end 1 upside, but he's an elite athlete. That's what you're drafting him. Not a lot of production at Miami. He's got really great measurables, and that's where I'm going to go. I like the Deion Walker there. That would have been a nice thought. I'm a big fan of Makuba as well.
Yeah, same.
I think he's slightly underrated at 97 per PFF. I think he's a lot better prospect than that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I know that if you didn't make your previous selection, Deion Walker would most likely have been the selection there for you.
You know what? I'm gonna actually change it up. I'm gonna go Andrew Makuba. I'm gonna go Andrew Makuba. Just add to the safety room. Yeah, not a big fan of what I've seen from Sidney Brown and guys like that. So give me Makuba, who can do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's smart. So obviously I stopped my thing here because, we have it on trades, but we also have it on, blazing speed that you can't see anything. So I am going to try and do a little trade up.
Y'all need. I love Tez Johnson. He's one of my favorites. I was happy to, as expected. I did a video on him before the Senior Bowl. I mean, his ability to create separation, some Tank Dell vibes from Tez. Big fan. How far can Jalen Milroe go before you're comfortable starting up the old quarterback? I am not a Jalen Milroe fan. I would be interested if we're like round 6, 7. But Jalen Milroe is going to get overdrafted, and I feel bad for that team. So,
all right.
But Marshawn says you're going to draft a quarterback.
Me?
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's very possible towards the end, but I have no desire to draft a quarterback. In all honesty, my last one, I picked a quarterback that had great value, and you know Howie, he loves value anywhere you can get it. So, yeah, here I think this is an easy selection, although I'm just double checking. I'm going Derek Harmon.
Nice.
To bolster the interior. We're obviously losing Milton Williams. So this guy would easily come in and fill that role in a heartbeat. So
I love that pick. Derek Harmon is a stud. He is absolutely going to be in my top 30 prospects and on my big board for sure. Thanks, Mitch. We crossed 20,000 subscribers over the past few days. Just ridiculous. Like, thank you all, everyone, for your support. It's unbelievable. I have no words. Dawes says Tyler Warren, Mike Green, or Landon Jackson in the first. Retweet. Big fan of all three of those guys, Dawes. Thank you for the comment. Marshawn says you're going to go Dylan Gabriel, Ryan.
No. Gross.
Thank you. Walker's a great pick. I love Jalen Walker.
And yes, we realize that some of these may not be as realistic as the next, but listen, we can only go with how our board falls. So, all right. So I'm back on the clock at 161. Certainly see a couple people I wouldn't mind having. That's when I got 165. So, yeah, I'm going to take Emory Jones Jr.
Okay.
Again, this is a right tackle. We already know that Lane's coming back next year, but Howie loves getting a guy, having him learn for a year, and then throwing him in. And I think this would be a great situation for Emory Jones. Don't necessarily think he'll be here at this selection, but I'm doing it anyway because I can. So,
all right. I will go next. I'm at 128 for the Birds. Deion Walker's still sitting there.
Oh,
and I'm just tempted just to do it.
Come on, I know you really want Will Howard here.
No,
I know you love Will Howard.
I would take Riley over Will Howard. Just gonna scan who's available here.
Billy Bowman.
Billy Bowman is nice, but I already got a safety.
You already did.
Quincy Riley is a really fun name, just to add to that cornerback room. He's another high riser. I don't understand why they're so low on him. Jackson Hawes is an interesting name. Upton Stout is a really interesting name, but I already got a safety.
Right.
Cody Simon is a playmaker. I'm going to just say screw it and give me pick 128, round 4.
Yeah, that's you got to do it. You got to.
At the end of the day, I'm just taking BPA there, and just we're going to figure it out. I know they have Moro Jomo coming up, but now we got a crazy rotation.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'll do this. Yeah, I'm just going to hit Quincy Riley, pick 161.
There you go. Pick wide receiver 5. Who the hell do you think is wide receiver 4? That's what I want to know. Because we don't have one. So you are incorrect there.
All right. I went Quincy Riley. I'll go into him a little bit later. Denzel Burke is still on the board. There's your guy, Emory Jones Jr. Scrolling down even further. Ollie Gordon, big fan. I'm going to go Jay Higgins, linebacker. I'm a big fan of his. I think he's underrated as well. And I'll throw it to you.
Yeah, well, I regret not going for my pick at 165 because that's probably who I would have taken. Damn you. Let's see.
Marina says Darius Alexander's a good pickup to add depth. Quincy Riley's a dog. Riley was really good at the Senior Bowl as well. After this, I agree, Daz. Like everything's going to change over these next few weeks for sure. How many days away are we from the combine? Like a week and a half, something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Marina. I went Andrew Makuba for my third round pick. I went Andrew Makuba there for a safety. You're trading. We got to trade.
I'm trying to get something here, but they're being stingy. I'm giving my fifth back. Still seems like they ain't gonna take it. Yeah, there's just nothing to trade with them. So they just don't have enough. All right. So
where are you gonna go, man?
Honestly, I'm leaning. I might go Ollie Gordon just for value's sake. I know obviously we have Saquon, and we're most likely losing everybody's favorite, Kenny Gainwell. It would be nice to have an actual running back we could trust. I mean, I would have gone Jay Higgins, but I'm not going to repeat your pick. So
okay.
It's just kind of one of my personal rules, I guess, in all of this. So screw it. Yeah, I'll go Ollie Gordon.
Might as well just finish it out.
Yeah, I was going to say this is my last pick, right?
Yeah. Somber says I'm not big on Ollie Gordon.
Yeah, listen. For a fifth round pick, I feel like it's okay to take the chance.
Philly Special Card says I think we need to draft a running back in this class. It's very good, and Saquon's history of injuries. I agree, and this is a very good running back draft. There should be guys taken third, fourth, fifth round that are very solid this year.
I'm gonna go ahead with Stutzman, another linebacker here. I think he kind of had a down year here, but I think the skills are certainly still there. And again, you need to bolster up the position here that you don't know what it's going to look like next year. Honestly, it's very much up in the open. So,
all right, I'm going to finish out my draft real quick. I'm looking at who's available right here. Let's look at tight end. I didn't take a tight end in this draft.
Oh, did I? I don't think I did either, which is shocking as hell.
Yeah. Khalil Mullins, he's all right. There's Danny Stutzman, Tosh Brooks. I'm going to go Ty Felton.
Yeah, I looked at him, but if I didn't already take Trey Harris, he's a great late round wide receiver to look at.
Let me see who else is available real quick. Give me a moment. When in doubt, Smile Mountain Jr. Kyron Lacey, he's going undrafted. I don't know what the latest is with that whole thing.
Yeah, so. I haven't heard any updates in a while, so I can only assume it's just kind of par for the course and just you just wait it out and see the fallout, I guess.
Yeah.
Was that Donovan Edwards way down there? Jeez.
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to go Ty Felton.
Yeah, that's nice.
Adding depth at wide receiver, at this late in the game, that's okay.
Yeah, he'd be a nice wide receiver for.
That's why I've drafted Quinshawn in like round 3. If he falls to round 3, then we're definitely having a conversation.
That's okay. And I think you look at Quinshawn, you look at Ollie. I think skill for skill, I think they're right there.
Yep.
So,
all right, I'll go over my board. Wow, I actually got a good.
Oh wow, they
I
hated
never
him.
get good grades. All right. Micah Williams,
Wow.
just 6'5", elite athlete that I think Howie will let him develop for a year like Nolan Smith and have him figure it out. I went round 2, Darius Alexander, a high riser from the Senior Bowl, back-to-back Toledo picks to the Philadelphia Eagles. I love it. First Quinion, now Darius. Darius Alexander has elite length, defensive tackle, but he can also play a little outside. I think he's a great fit. And that rotation with Deion Walker and Moro Jomo and Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, let's go. I think the bread and butter of the Eagles this past year was that interior pass rush. And I think that is just sensational. Andrew Makuba, I think, is underrated. To get him in round 3 is solid. He had a really good year last year, and I don't think we talk about him enough. Quincy Riley, another high riser. Cornerback, can play outside, inside. I think he will fit really well for the Philadelphia Eagles. Walker, great value pick for how well yeah, I agree. That was really the basis of that selection. I wasn't planning on getting a defensive tackle, but he fell, and I think he's a first-round talent, and we got him in round 4. Jay Higgins, I've been a big fan of all year. Again, we went back-to-back with Toledo the last 2 years. Now we're going to Iowa. And Jay Higgins is a very good athlete, very good coverage linebacker that I think would fit well. Ty Felton has a lot of upside. I don't agree with the D- selection. I think he's got some upside, and that's my draft. Any thoughts?
Yeah, no, this was a solid draft. For whatever reason, they absolutely hated the end of your draft there, but
Yeah, he did.
yeah, no, I think the fact of the matter is you kind of fell into Deion Walker. Grabbing 2 interior defensive linemen when you already have 2 decent interior linemen, you now have a rotation essentially of like 5 just for the interior. Obviously Michael Williams is huge to get because I hope that we figure out something in free agency to help booster the line there. But yeah, I love it. I like your draft. And I do love Gunnar Helm too. I think he'd be a nice mid-round tight end to grab.
Yeah, he's fantastic. Big fan of Gunnar Helm. Definitely a second, third round pick, day 2, for sure. It's just because where you picked him, I don't pay attention to grades. The Saints interview Christian Park. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Should I know who that is?
Should I know who that is?
I don't know.
Palmer, lay some knowledge on us. Why are we not
a passing game coordinator, defensive back coach for the Eagles?
Oh,
interesting. So we're I guess Kellen Moore is doing his thing already. Here we go.
That bastard.
Yeah.
I hate it. No.
How'd you
All
do?
Right. Well, listen, they hated my pick. I mean, Jalen Walker, an F at 32. I think
That's
there's
ridiculous.
no shot. I think there's no shot in hell he lasts to 32. But whatever. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I am a little worried about our linebacker core. Yes, it's nice and easy to say that that they're gonna re-sign the best linebacker we've had in over a decade, but you don't know if Zach Bond is truly going to be back. You hope, you think, but then you also have Nakobe Dean. That's a serious ass injury. That is a serious injury, and he is not going to be ready, obviously, by the beginning of the year. So you're going to need somebody to fill that role, regardless. So I would hope that Jalen Walker can come in and fill that role and let Nakobe Dean take his time to get back, and not rush, and hope that they can re-sign Zach Bond.
Yeah.
Trey Harris, you know me, dude. I've loved Trey Harris for well over a year now, going on 2 at this point. I just think he would be a dynamic addition to the wide receiver room. You don't know how long you're going to have Smitty and Brown for. and I think Trey Harris would be a nice upgrade at the 3 spot. You push Dotson back to 4, boom. You have 4 actual receivers that you could rely on, rather than the 2.5. Because let's be honest, Dotson, again, kind of got traded and never really kind of figured it out truly to get involved. Even that game that both our receivers were out, he didn't really do much. So I think with a full year being here and full training camp, I think Dotson will be fine. But Trey Harris, nice add. Derek Harmon, again, I had zero chance he falls to 76, but I traded up to get him. Again, Milton Williams all but gone in my eyes. This would be a nice 3-man rotation with Jordan Davis and the GOAT, Jalen Carter. Emory Jones Jr., again, just in case if Lane retires after next year. This way, Emory Jones has a full year to figure it out, learn in Stoutland U for a year, and then hopefully, go and replace Lane Johnson. Ollie Gordon, easy replacement and upgrade for Gainwell. And again, I think somebody did mention that Barkley doesn't have the greatest injury history, and God forbid something should happen. Ollie Gordon, I feel like would be a number 1 and able to actually take the load. And Stutzman, again, another linebacker who again we needed depth after Dean anyway. We only had 2 linebackers. Trotter certainly is kind of a slow build. So Stutzman kind of comes in and kind of covers whatever the need is.
I love the fact, and I never even noticed this before, but they have a draft rank row that says your mock is in the bottom 10%.
Yeah. I love that.
I've never seen that before. That's so funny. But anyway,
I think that must be new this year because I don't think I've ever noticed that either.
I don't know. If you were to go off of my big board, I thought the value you got is really solid. Like Jalen Walker, I have as a fringe top 10 talent in this draft. Yeah. Trey Harris, I'm really high on, way higher than a lot of people, just like you. And you get him in round 2, amazing. Derek Harmon, I have a first round grade on. You got him in round 3. That's absurd. Right. Emory Jones Jr., amazing talent. Every time I watched LSU, I was more impressed with him than the other one.
Yeah, the other guy who's technically
I'm not even high on Will Campbell. I think he's very overrated.
Yeah.
Ollie Gordon, I am a big fan of. I've drafted him to the Birds many times. Danny Stutzman is just a beast. Shane would be happy with that selection.
Sure, he would. He would love it.
He's just a tackling machine. He's been the leader for that Oklahoma defense for forever. And
it seems like that way, right? Doesn't it?
Yeah. You don't like my Michael Williams. I agree. He's kind of a piece of clay you can mold. Michael Williams, I feel, has the athleticism that Howie covets there. So that was my thought process. But anyway, those are our mocks. Be on the lookout. I will be posting those on the YouTube community tab. So you can vote for who has the best Eagles 7-round mock draft. Not his. And we'll also throw it on Twitter, but it gets way more views on YouTube.
It does.
I feel like.
But we need to count everything that we can count, right?
Absolutely. Any final thoughts, Ryan, before we wrap it up?
Yeah. Listen. Sometimes the draft board falls your way. Sometimes it doesn't. I had a plan. It went to shit. And I still think I got overall. PFF can go. I can't say. Their children. My children might be watching, but anyway, they can go and do that. I think I got great value, honestly. Thanks, Marshawn. Appreciate the vote of confidence. Listen, don't worry. I'm not worried.
All right, we have many mocks in the works. I bet we hit at least 10 mocks before the draft in April. So
easily.
Ryan will have plenty of time to catch up.
Well, listen, you need about 3 years worth of winning to catch up to me.
So true.
I'm still all right.
So true. All right. We have Party on Broad tomorrow night. I don't know if we're going earlier or what. I'm off work. I don't know if you work. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm free. I gotta get with Rob. We gotta record a few disagree to agrees. We got a couple of nice
cool
topics to talk about, and unfortunately, we weren't able to meet up during the parade because obviously there was a million friggin' people, and I wasn't about to go walk like 5 blocks through a million people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Marshawn said, Ryan, you had the draft in place, but the paperwork didn't go through.
I
agree. Sometimes it just happens. When you do this live, it just happens.
Yeah. I got to fire my guys, basically. My assistants, they're done.
They're
behind here crunching the numbers. And
you went up for the fist pound, and they just said no.
Yeah, they were like, Yeah. No, actually, it was even worse. They were the ones who threw the beer can at my face.
This is Marina what gutted me about Nakobe Dean's injury. Not only is he going to miss out on next year, but like it's going to impact him financially. It's just
is this his what
next
year
year?
is this?
Next year is his last year.
Oh,
I know it's not.
And
good.
He's probably not going to be ready till like mid-season, right?
Right. It's just
if that,
it's just
right?
horrible. It's just horrible.
See, that's exactly why re-signing Bond is paramount, because you still need to get somebody else. Like,
it's brutal.
You know, if you going into this offseason have to find 2 new linebackers, like, again, no offense to Trotter Jr., no offense to Oren Burks or whatever, whoever we might have, they're not Bond and Dean. They just worked, and you already know you're missing one for at least half the season. You need to sign Bond and pray that this wasn't just lightning in a bottle, one of those things where like it just happened to work. You need it to work. You need to get Bond in this thing, and that's why you need to go ahead and draft another linebacker. And you need to maybe go sign one. I don't know who. I haven't done the research on free agency yet, but
I think Jalen Walker can do all the things Zach Bond is really good at. You know, being that fifth lineman. You know, get up to the line of scrimmage, drop back. I think Jalen Walker's the total package. Again, I have him as a top 10 player. I don't think he's falling. Pumpman says Donovan Ezeraku for the Eagles. He's smaller, 6'2" but he had just an amazing year.
Yeah, I thought about drafting him, honestly. And also Pumper's right. Jahad Campbell was my toss-up between him and Jalen Walker. I think either way you go, I think you're winning. So,
yeah. I disagree with that F ranking for Jalen Walker. That's
freaking ridiculous. He's going to be a top 15 pick.
All right. We're going to wrap it up here. Again, one last time, please vote for your favorite Eagles mock. I'll put that out momentarily. I have a couple shorts. I've been doing some season reviews and grades on some players. Those will be coming out. I'm doing Mekhi Becton and Josh Sweat. Be on the lookout for that in the next few hours. Just going through the free agents. Probably tomorrow we'll probably do like stay or go, as always.
Yeah, that's I was going to say that's usually what we do on the Football Smack Talk show.
Okay.
We'll do a nice stay or go probably this week.
Cool. Not sure what we're doing for Birds of the Round Table on Tuesday. Probably more of the same.
Pretty much. Just
we'll figure it out. Or we could do player awards. We didn't really do that.
Well, we do need to review our preseason selections. So we probably should get the call out to Phil, and see when he's available.
That's the best show of the year.
Exactly. We can.
All
I can't wait for the Family Feud X to
man,
dreams multiple times.
For those that are watching, every year we do a preseason like bold predictions picks and things like that, and we at the end of the year we Shane takes clips of our best and worst takes and predictions, and we just laugh at them and celebrate them.
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more terrible takes because I don't think anybody saw this coming. So I'm pretty sure we're all going to be really, really terrible.
Yeah, that's a really fun show. Marshawn says Orenberg stay. I'll be interested to see what kind of money he makes.
Yeah,
Because
he's a really nice, third linebacker to keep in the fold. So,
all right, guys, thank you everyone for watching one last time. Ryan Reese at Philly Sports PSA. I am Deibs. Mr. Crockpot on X. Thank you everyone for watching. Eagles Super Bowl champions for Ryan, for myself. Stay awesome, everyone.